Hello my lovely friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a highly requested makeup tutorial. A lot of you guys have been requesting that I recreate Kelsey Merritt's makeup look. I watched her Vogue Get Ready With Me and then just like Googled a ton of photos of her, and I noticed that this is a really popular look. It's kind of like the model off-duty look where you're just kind of enhancing what you already have, using barely any products and just kind of making it, it's not really no makeup, it's just kind of like an easy everyday type of look, and I wanted to recreate it for you guys. She's she might be full Filipino, but regardless, she's Filipino. I'm half Filipino, so I thought it was very fitting because she's Filipina too. So this was really fun to recreate. I hope you guys enjoy, but before we get into it, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already so you can stay updated whenever I upload new makeup tutorials. And then also please be sure that you guys come follow me on Instagram because I'm always on Instagram when I'm not on my channel. And now we can get into the tutorial. Kelsey's look is very youthful, girly, effortless. Like I was saying earlier, it's just really easy and like model off duty type of look. This is something that I noticed with a lot of the Vogue model makeup tutorials is they all have like similar themes going. They want it to not look like makeup and just, you know, model off duty. So this is probably going to be the easiest makeup tutorial ever because I watched all those Vogue model tutorials, watched Kelsey's, and look, she's on my Google Images right now. So we're going for this look specifically that she was wearing in the Vogue video. See what I mean? Like it's very pretty and just soft. So we're gonna try to achieve that by using similar products. And I'm gonna start off with the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. This is such an amazing primer. It's super hydrating. And it can also double up as moisturizer for those of you that are more oily. Kelsey used the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I don't have that, but we're just going for a light tinted base coverage, you know, nothing too crazy. So I'm just gonna use my Rimmel Tinted Moisturizer. I'm just gonna dot it all over the face and really just work it in using my face. Whoa! Tinted moisturizer honestly just works better with your fingertips because you can really warm it up and push it into the skin. For concealer, I'm using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer. I use the shade Medium Cool. And the great thing about this is you can use it for pimples, under eyes, really just for hiding whatever you wanna hide. So I'm gonna pop this like right here because I tend to get shadow. I'm gonna lightly dot this around the eyes. And then I do have some acne down here, so I just wanna kind of conceal all my pimples. I'm gonna blend this in using my fingers just so you can really warm the product up and push it into the skin. I think when you're doing these like super natural looks, your fingers are your best friend because you can control the blending and you just have a little bit more warmth in your hands. I still have a little bit of hyperpigmentation that peeks through, but you just kind of want to like put a little bit of a veil over it rather than try to completely hide it because you still don't want the base to look cakey. So even though some of the imperfections are showing through, it's fine because you'd rather have that than it look cakey, you know what I mean? So for eyeshadow, she just did like a plain brown and it was similar to her skin tone. So I'm using the Big O from Marc Jacobs, and this is like a little bit more of a mid-tone brown. I'm just gonna pick it up on a fluffy brush and lightly sweep this all over the eyelid. I didn't even use a primer because I think the whole point is for it to just kind of look like a wash of brown on the eye and not be too distracting. This is also another common theme I noticed with the Model Get Ready With Me videos. They just kind of put any type of lighter brown shade that works with their skin tone all over the eyelid. And then I'm also just gonna hit this lightly on the lower lash line, just so we have a little bit of definition down there too. Just so there's not a gap right here where this shadow is separated by the lower lash shadow. You do wanna just kind of nestle it back there. Her eyeliner look is a really smudgy brown. So I'm using Bonus from Milk, and you guys can see it's got the little smudger on one end. So that just makes your life so much easier. And I'm just going to apply this right to the top lash line. Just like that. Just kind of nestling it in those lashes. And then I'll take the little smudger and just smudge it around. And then you'll get like a little bit more of a soft line and it won't be quite as harsh. This Milk eyeliner is also really great because it's waterproof. So I'm gonna use this to line my tight line and waterline as well. This is a brow pencil from Anastasia, and I'm gonna use this to really bring back all of my freckles and moles. Kelsey has like a ton of cute little freckles, so I'll add in a couple extra, but the point is you wanna keep the base looking as skin-like as possible. You do wanna kind of like tap on it one extra time with your fingers, just so you can kind of make it not quite as stark. I'm gonna be taking the Wander Beauty Catch the Light Highlighter and Glotion, and then the Lila B Be True Lip and Cheek Duo. And this one's like a really pretty light pink. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take just a tiny bit of the Glotion, just like that much. And then I'm actually gonna kind of like scrape off some of this blush with my fingernail. And on the back of my hand, I'm gonna mix the two, and then this is gonna make the blush really luminous and light, and it's just gonna reflect back a ton of light, and it'll just look more like dewy. Even though it is a cream, this will just give it a little bit more of a glossy dew. Apply this to the apples of the cheeks. Again, ooh, made a little bit of a mistake. I'm just gonna use my fingers to really blend this into the apples. And see, that Glotion just really gives it more of a glossy, reflective finish, but it doesn't feel sticky, don't worry. Pulling the blush in more to the center of the face from back here and really taking it in softly is really gonna give you that kind of like flirty, cute, kind of embarrassed flush, like just, you know, just really make the cheeks look like they're flushed. And on this little end, the cap, there's actually a little highlighter stick. So this is perfect to just take right on all the high points of the face. This highlight is also super soft focus. It's a very natural highlight. It's one of the most natural highlights I own. So I really like this for this type of look because it really just keeps the skin looking natural and not too reflective. You get a shimmer, but it's nothing intense. I want the skin to be warm and bronzed without looking overly contoured. And so I'm gonna be using like a big fluffy brush. This one's from Hourglass. And I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Cocoa Powder. It has a lot of pearlescence to it, so it reflects back light and it always looks super, super natural. And I'm just gonna lightly dust this over the skin. You know, add a little bit more structure and color to the face. Put it on the nose, down there. For mascara, I'm using the L'Oreal Voluminous. This is a great option when you're trying to do a look like this because it gives you length and volume, but it's always very clean. It doesn't clump up and it doesn't get too wispy. It always manages to stay really clean looking. So this is a great choice for a more natural look. And the trick is gonna be to not apply too much. And then we're gonna hit those lower lashes too. So for lips, you're gonna want something that's in the tinted balm realm and something that's kind of like a Your Lips But Better shade. So I pulled 3 options for you guys. The first one is from Ilia, and this is the shade Maybe Baby. This one is Rococo, and you guys can see they're creamy. They reflect back light, so they look really great. And then the last one is from Chanel. This is the Rouge Allure in Pensive, which is more of a true sheer nude. So there's Rouge Allure and Pensive. I have to do lip liner. I can't not do lip liner. This is Liar from Urban Decay. blend it out with my fingers so that it's as soft as possible. But my lip line is a lot lighter than my own lip color. And I'm going to be mixing Maybe Baby and Chanel Pensive. So first I'm gonna go in with Maybe Baby. The other thing I noticed in all those Vogue tutorials is all those girls don't put lipstick full on. They kind of blot it and move it around on the lip so that it looks really sheer and stained. Just take your finger and you can kind of blot it off. I'm gonna do a couple sprays of the Lila B Aglow Face Mist. Just like 3. And then I'm going to set the brows with Milk Makeup Kush Fiber Brow Gel. I use the shade Dutch, just to get my brows kind of perked up and fluffy looking. I feel like now that I have these bangs, like I constantly have to make sure that they look presentable and they're not like plastered to the sides of my head. Like they always just kind of have to be like correctly placed. But this is the finished look of the Kelsey Merritt / model off duty / easiest makeup tutorial that you will ever recreate. A ton of you guys have been requesting Kelsey Merritt. She's full Filipino or half Filipino. I'm half, but I think that's why you guys have been really wanting me to do it, because you know that she's Filipino too. I think she's absolutely so cute, so beautiful. So this was really fun to recreate. I noticed though that when I was watching a lot of the other Vogue Get Ready With Me with celebrities and models, it's always within the same vein of makeup. They just want to like slightly define the eye, sheer wash of brown on the eyelid, really sheer, juicy looking cheeks, and just like a nice tinted balm on the lips. So it's super easy, perfect for every day, very model of duty. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If there are any other celebrity makeup tutorials that you want to see me recreate in the near future, leave them as a comment down below. I will add them to my list. I always take that into consideration. You guys can always also send me DMs on Instagram of specific looks and photos, or you can tag me in other makeup artist photos that you really want to see me recreate. But I think other than that, that's everything I wanted to say. If you guys have any questions regarding products, technique, anything like that, you can always hit me up in the comments down below. Leave a comment just to say hi, because I love talking to you guys. And I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching and requesting this one, guys. I love when you request looks. It's so much fun for me to see what you guys really want me to recreate and then recreate it for you. So I will see you guys in my next one. Thanks so much for watching this one. Bye, guys.